Welcome to Africa Unveiled. Ayinla, the legendary tales, the ancient rituals of healing in Africa. Amina stood at the dawn on the dry hearth of her village, her heart heavy with fear. Once black water raged had thrived, fields lush, rivers brimming, and laughter echoes between huts. But over the past season, crop failed, children fell ill, and spirits seemed restless. When her younger brother Kofi was struck by a fever no self could ease, Amina's grandmother whispered of the ancient healer, the sangoma. Hmm, who is the sangoma? As an African, you should know who a Sangoman is. A Sangoman is a traditional Zulu healer and respected elder, also known as a witch doctor or herbalist. Driven by love and desperation, Amina set out beyond familiar trials to seek this wisdom. Each step was a plea. She carried kola nuts as offering and sang ancestral lament. In her chest, the drums of her heart matched the rhythm of approaching destiny. Arriving at the sacred grove of Mukoma. Mukoma, where is that? Is it in South Africa? Hmm. Let's go down to Mukoma. Amina felt the air pulse with unseen energy. Bones and shells lay arranged at the shrine base. Incense smoke curled toward the sky in silence, invocation. The Sangoman, an elderly woman named Ndlovu, emerged as if born from the mists, with eyes that reflected lifetimes. She studied Amina Hara and listened as the young seeker recounted Kofi's suffering. Ndlovu declares that the fever signified a rift, not merely in Kofi's body, but between the family spirits lingered at the heart's life force. To heal Kofi, they must repair that bound. The Sangoman instructed Amina in the first ritual, libation. She poured water and palm wine onto the root of the grooved oldest tree, speaking the names of the ancestors until the spirit stirred. Then, in a trance, Ndlovu revealed the next task: gather a threefold herbs, blend under the next full moon, when plants and lunar energies align. Armed with Ndlovu's guidance, Amina returned home, carrying hope and a map etched in memory. She prepared her mother's mortar and pestle, envisioning the ritual completion as Kofi fever broke. Yet as dusk fell, challenges emerged. Neighbors, fearful of invoking spirits, whispered that Amina courted doom. Her mother, torn between faith and fear, hesitated to support the endeavors. This doubt threatened the ritual's power. Belief was its cornerstone. Still, Amina resolved to stand firm. That night, she positioned the ancient tools at her home's threshold. Light the sacred charcoal, and invoked the herbs. With each chant, the air thickened. With each breath, her determination grew. Little did she know, the true trial lay not in gathering the plant, but in overcoming the unseen force that bound her community spirits. Thus began Amina's journey, a path woven with trials, revelation, and the unbreakable will to heal. The whispering root days passed, and coffee fever worsened. Amina knew the full moon was near, and with it came the moment to fulfill the second phase of the ritual. The villagers watch her closely now, caught between hell and suspicion. At midnight, she sat off into forest with Ndlovu's instruction echoing in her mind. Find the trinity of healing, Mpefo, Mluyene, and Sudalandia. The South Africa will know this better. Mfefo is a type of herbal commonly used in South Africa. Traditional practice is a type of herb commonly used in South African traditional practice. Is believed to have cleansing and protective property. It is used to communicate with ancestors, spirits, or deities. Kindly check the other two and tell me if you believe in it. Mfefo, Mluyene, and Sudalandia. They are guided by the whispering roots, guided by moonlight and instinct. Amina entered the sacred grove alone. The tree spoke in rootless and creaks. Do you know tree speaks? Suddenly, the path darkened and twisted, leading her to a thicket where three glowing plants stood side by side, just as Ndlovu had described. She knelt, whispering a chant to the hearts, and harvested them with reverence. Her hand steady, but her spirit trembling. Each leaf, stem, and root was a prayer, an offering to both ancestor and descendant. Upon returning home, Amina began the preparation of the herbal infusion. She pounded the herbs into a paste, humming the ritual song taught by Ndlovu. As the aroma filled the air, her mother finally joined her, quietly placing a candle beside the pot. Together, they anointed Kofi with the mixture while chanting to the ancestor. That night, the fever broke. Kofi stirred in his sleep, breathing deeply for the first time in days. The village elders came to witness the miracle, but not all were convinced. Kindly smash on the subscribe button, also like and on the notification button. Thank you. Amina's success was both celebrated and feared. Some accused her of awakening forbidden spirits, others called her the village new hope. In her heart, Amina knew the healing was not hers alone. It was the sangoma's wisdom, the spirit's guidance, and the plant's divine essence that saved her brother. But peace was short-lived. Word of Kofi recovery reached a nearby chiefdom where a wealthy merchant's son lay dying of the same strange illness. The merchant arrived at the Blackwater Ridge, bearing gifts and demanding Amina's aid. Torn between humility and fear, she agreed to travel with him, believing that the spirits were calling her to a greater purpose. As she packed her herbs and charms, Ndlovu appeared once more, handing her a carved bone. "This is your protection," she whispered. "But beware, the deeper you must understand. Healing is not just curing, it is seeing, and what you see may shake you." With those words, Amina embarked on a journey, one that would test the limits of her faith, her courage, and her understanding of sacred web that bound all living things. Kindly smash on the subscribe button. Also like and on the notification button. Thank you. The merchant caravan moved like a river of whisper through the grassland, its wheels cracking with urgency. Amina sat in a covered wagon, surrounded by silk and spices. But the air was heavy with tension. The merchant, Jabiri, spoke little as they journeyed, yet his eyes betrayed a burden he did not voice. When they arrived at the gate of the city of Ndera. Thank you for watching Africa Unveiled. To know more about the ancient ritual of healing in Africa, kindly press the subscribe button, like, and on the notification button. See you on the second
Welcome
episode.
to Africa
Thank you.
Unveiled.